Hey everybody, it's Stacy. Welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to show you guys my washi swatch book that I have been working on. I've already started it, and then I thought, it'd be super fun if I film this to kind of show you guys how I set it up as opposed to just showing you at the end. So I'm just going to kind of show you guys what I've gotten so far and kind of how I'm doing it, and then we will show you all the little steps that I have been doing. So I have taken cardstock and I've cut it down and punched some holes in there, and I'll show you guys how I do that when I get some new papers. Basically, I'm just kind of color coding it, basing it off of the bows, and then I'm doing anything non-bowed. So I'm kind of going in Roy G. Biv kind of thing, doing all of the yellows and then the greens. And then these are little labels that I picked up from the Simply Gilded Facebook group. It is just in their files tab. Someone has geniusly put this all together, and they have put like the name of each washi and that kind of thing. So what I'm doing is I am putting the swatch down and then I'm labeling it which color is which. That might seem a little like excessive for some people, but for me, I have so much here that I use. Like, I don't keep them in the packages, I use it all. And when I want to match a spread, I like to pull my book as opposed to pulling all the washi out and then finding out that it doesn't match. So what I am doing is also putting the labels inside the washi rolls themselves. Okay, so I think you guys can see that. Anyways, so I'm putting the labels here as well on the inside of the rolls too, so that I can know which washi is which. So I am currently working on the neutral tones, like the browns and that kind of thing. So I will show you guys how it's going. Okay, so this is the current state of my planner desk. I have been doing this for weeks. Sorry, I have a bunch of stuff that I need to haul over here, my planner, but this has been weeks of this. It goes from my living room to the basement to back to my planner desk, and I'm so tired of it. So this is quite the project if you have a lot of washi. So yeah, be prepared, but I'm very excited to get it done. So hopefully I can get most of this done today. So here are all my labels that I'm cutting that I printed off of the Facebook group. And then I have, this is the washi container that I'm currently working on, and the ones that I have labeled that need to get sorted back, the ones that I'm not done, and the current stack I'm working on. And then these are like a bunch of cut up little guys, same with here, that I just don't want to lose. And then I have my new swatch book, my old one, just for reference, because sometimes I forget the names, but I find that the hardest part is looking up all of the different names and trying to figure out when they were released. So that's the part that takes me the longest. But anyways, I'll just show you guys how I do it. Okay, so now I am taking each washi and I'm just kind of rolling it out. I'm doing a very quick cut, nothing fancy or nice, because I'm going to go in afterwards and cut it all nicely. I just wanted to get them laid down, and what I often did was did it in bulk. So I would do a whole bunch of the brown washi and then I would go and find them, because that was really the hardest part, was finding all of the little labels that were on the Simply Gilded site. I think now there are like 14 or 15 or whatever sheets of labels. Now these are set so that you can put them in your Silhouette program and you can cut them with your machine. However, I found that every time I tried to open them with my program, the program crashed. So I was just frustrated with trying to figure that out. So I just decided just to cut them myself, which wouldn't be a big deal if from moving forward. So the more current stuff, you could just have the one sheet. But because I had 14 sheets and I had to have 2 of each because I was putting one in the rolls and one on the swatch book itself. It did take a lot of time. So finding when they were released and what the names were very difficult. The names for the non-bowed stuff was so simple because I kind of had an idea, right? Like I kind of knew some went with subscription boxes, some I knew like the antique books, I just knew what that was called, or you could kind of figure it out, like the snowflake one, I kind of knew what that was. But the bows were hard because there was so many different variations of purple that I wanted to make sure I got the right one, or the variations of the pink and what they were called. It was a lot. So that was probably the hardest part of doing it all. But I know that moving forward it'll be very simple because I'll just be buying the current stuff, so I'll just have the one sheet. So anyways, I am taking my slice tool and just kind of opening up those labels just to kind of open them up a little bit easier. I found that was really hard with my fingernails, but yeah, I loved doing this project. It was very relaxing, like I kind of just did it when I had time. So I started this project with already the pages pre-cut and pre-punched, but I'm definitely going to be showing you guys in the next little bit how to cut the pages, like which sizes you need and which punch I used to punch all the edges to fit on planner discs. Okay, so I ran out of cardstock, so I just quickly ran to Walmart and picked up this just white cardstock. It says 65 pounds. I don't know if it's exactly the same as what I had, but that's what they had at Walmart at the time. And I'm gonna go and use my paper cutter and just cut it down to size. They are 4 inches wide and I believe 5.5 inches tall. So I'm just gonna go cut a bunch more and I'll show you guys that. Okay, so now that I have some more of the pages cut out, I need to make the holes that they are going to go into. So what I'm going to end up doing, just gonna get these, is I'm gonna put the Happy Planner rings on here, and then they're all gonna sit on here so it's easily removable, that if I wanted to kind of match it up to my spread, I could. And then I can always add more pages super easily. So that is what I'm gonna do now, is gonna punch the holes for the rings. And I have this planner punch board. It is from We Are Memory Keepers. And basically it has like a whole bunch of different notches that you can put in here. I hope you guys can see that, yeah. Okay, so it has a whole bunch of different notches, and then I just store all the pieces in this little bag that I got from one of the Simply Gilded subscription boxes. But basically it has all these like different bottoms that can either be for rings, or they have, like I have coiled ones, there's just whole circles, so based on what you want, and you can totally put as many as you want, and you can kind of disperse them the way you want it to. So I'm going to line mine up based on this red one, and I'm just gonna put my hole punch in these little notches. So that's kind of what you do, and I just have a whole bunch that you just kind of line up in the different spots, and they just kind of sit in there. And yeah, that's how you punch these holes. Okay, so I have all of mine spaced out the way I want them to be. And now I just put my paper in here. There's like a little like hole punch section, and then you just press it down, and then your paper is done. So that is what I'm gonna do for the rest of these. Okay, so I cut a lot more pages than what I need to finish up my book, but I always find that if I don't have pages made and I need new ones, then I end up just like storing them and be like, yeah, I'll just do it later, which I never end up doing. So I want to have these available and in my desk ready to go so that when I do get new washi and I fill up another page, I can quickly grab one and keep going, because that's always my biggest downfall, is having to make new pages, which is ridiculous because it took like 2 seconds. So anyway, so I'm gonna go finish up my washi, and yeah, I'll show you guys the next step. Okay, so now I'm gonna start on my black colored washi. I just kind of do a little bit more on camera. I do a lot more off camera just because I kind of want to show you again the process of what I was doing, just kind of unrolling, laying them down, and then going and finding all the little labels from the Facebook group. I'll link the Facebook group down below too so that you guys can find them. It's just in the files section. I have a huge Simply Gilded collection. I know lots of people have like different Michaels or whatever. You could always make your own labels. You could use like a label maker or just print them off your computer. All works the same. You don't have to have like fancy names if you don't want beside them. Like you could just like roll them out. I liked having the names just because I think it's easier to find, especially because there are a couple of Simply Gilded washis that are very similar in color. Like in the reds, I can't even tell apart the Merlot from the Brave red color. I can't tell the difference at all. But I wanted to put them in so that when I'm looking at my swatch book, I could easily find them, because there's things like mint and robin eggs blue and all those. They look so similar, but they might be slightly different when you roll them out. Hence why I just wanted to put the names in. Also, I just kind of want to remember. I think it looks really cute. I like how it looks. Yes, but you could just like roll them out and then have like all your Michael's washi or whatever washi you wanted, or you can make your own little labels. I don't really know if other shops have names for their washi, but if they do, you could always do that. So I kind of want to make a note of something when you are cutting your pages that I do discover in the end that I kind of talk about slightly. When you are punching your holes, because I didn't really measure them, I just kind of spaced them out the way I wanted to. I do have like a larger section on the bottom versus the top, and if I stored them and ever flipped them upside down, then the washi wasn't even when I put them on my rings. So I do have a little bit of a problem with that. Just a note for if you're doing your own swatch book, to make sure that you either measure them so that they are exactly the same top and bottom, or that you don't flip your pages so that that doesn't happen for you guys. Okay, so I have now gone through all of the washi and added them on, which I'm super excited about. This has taken me way too long. However, I did find more washi. So this is the July Simply Gilded subscription box that you're going to see a haul for very soon, but I have been using that in my daily planner, and I've been keeping it in my planner pack. So I had it like with my daily stuff and I totally forgot about it. So I did add some of these in here. Like you'll see there is a few that do have them. Like some of them have the tags on them already, and I have put some in them, but I don't have them all. So I'm going to quickly add those in. And then, yeah, we will be up to date, which is really exciting. I want to, you'll see how it's like really crooked here because I've just been kind of like rough cutting everything. So I want to go in with a ruler and just make sure everything is straight and it looks super nice. And then I'm going to make some nice covers for them. I was kind of thinking like a washi type cover with like washi samples on it. and I'm gonna label or laminate them and then add the rings. So I'm gonna do that, and I'm super excited. I'm also gotta haul all of that and a bunch more washi, which I have in another spot. So yeah, I'm gonna go do that now. And yeah, hopefully I can get this all done today. I don't think I'm gonna get the cover done today because it's already like 4 o'clock and I haven't even started. So I'm gonna add this stuff and then we'll see. Maybe haul my stuff so I can add that as well. Okay, this is a totally meaningless step. It took me a very long time. My fingers were actually numb. You could have done this right from the start if you would have just laid them down straight. However, I didn't, and now I'm going to take these all up. I'm using my slice tool. I'll link it down below. It's not always on Amazon, so I'll try and link it, and then you guys can kind of watch for when they come available. I don't know if you can buy them anywhere else. I've heard sometimes Michael's, mine does not sell them, but honestly the best tool for cutting washi, and it made this process so much easier. So yeah, if you are going to cut yours like I did mine, then this tool is definitely awesome. Hey guys, so it has been quite a while since I have last filmed my swatch book. So I just kind of wanted to give you guys an update on where I am. So I have now officially put all the washi that I have in my house in my swatch book. I kept getting more washi. Like you saw that big haul that I did. I had a ton of washi there. It took me a little bit to put that in, and then I kept getting more washi, and it was just nonstop. So because I kept getting so more, I kept putting it off on keep putting them in my swatch book, which is always my problem. However, I finally sat down last night and finished, so I have them all in here now, which is amazing. I also went and made my covers, well, the start of them. So this is my front cover. Sorry if you can hear a motorcycle in the background. My neighbor is revving his motorcycle. Anyways, this is gonna be the front cover, and then this is gonna be the back cover. And I just took a bunch of washi and just kind of laid them diagonal. I always see people doing their, their dashboards or whatever with this idea, and I loved it, and I think it's so pretty. So I just kind of picked what I was feeling. I was really feeling bright, summery. I don't know. I love these colors. And I think, how often are you going to be able to use these colors in spreads? So I thought I would have them left over anyways. So they'd be perfect. So I did this one here. I have punched them prior to putting the washi on. So I just kind of cut them, and we'll see how it works to put the rings on. I might have to cut them a little bit more. You can kind of see the notches through there. I just made a circle in the middle there, and I'm going to print a sticker to put swatch book on there. So I'm going to do that next, but I also made the back cover as well, so that the book will kind of go like this. And so right now I'm going to go and make the sticker for the cover, and I'm going to laminate these as well, because I kind of wanted them to be a little bit like overhang a little bit so that it's easier to flip. I always find that it's easier to flip if there's a slight bit of the clear plastic overhang, and then it'll protect it a little bit. So I'm gonna do that part next, and then I have to finish making all of these straight. So you'll see that I just filmed that part where I was making all of the sheets in a straight line with a ruler, and I think I got to about the green bows. So I stopped here, and I'm gonna have to finish all of these. So wish me luck. I got YouTube playlist going, and I'm gonna get this done. All right, let's do it. Okay, I am just using a laminator sheet that I found from Staples, and I'm using my Mink machine because it also works as a laminator. But you could also just get this laminated, or you could just skip this step. But I think it definitely finishes off the entire book. Okay, so I have finished my swatch book, and you guys, I am super, super excited. So I did cut the laminated sheet, and then I added the sticker first, and then I laminated them, and then I punched new holes in there because I just couldn't cut it properly. So I did that to the front and the back, and you guys, I love it so, so much. I noticed the only thing that I have a lot of problems with is because I cut the pages at different times, they weren't all lined up. Like you can kind of see, I should have wrote down my notch numbers, and because I might have like flipped some the opposite way, I didn't like measure. So they were not precise. Some are like taller than others, some are shorter, all those kind of things. However, I don't care. This is not like a professional thing. This is just a little DIY little thing for my washi book, and I love it. So it's a little bit harder to like turn the pages sometimes, but I really don't care. Like I'm just gonna be using it. So I put these gold discs from Michael's that I got. They are the Happy Planner discs. And yeah, I thought I would just kind of give you guys a quick flip through. So we have my title page here. We have our red bows on the front and the back. Oh, some extra washi here. And then I have my non-bowed in reds, my oranges, my yellows, my greens, love that one, my green with not bows, and then I decided to do like this mint tealy section because I couldn't decide if they were green or blue, so I just decided to make a whole section for just them, kind of like turquoise stuff. Blues, which I realize I have a lot of blue. My non-bowed ones. Again, some colors are super hard to tell. I thought this was more blue tone than purple. Once me and my husband, I had so many times I'm like, is this blue? Is this purple? Is this blue or is this green? Is this purple? Is this blue? And he would be like, I don't know. So we'd hold up like different shades of blue and purple and trying to figure out which category to put them in. It was kind of difficult. Purple, and I have a lot of purple. More purple. Pink, which always there's a ton of pink. And then non-bowed pink. Super cute. And then I did more like neutral tones, like the browns and the nudes. And then gray tones, and then non-bowed, and then black, and non-bowed, and then white, and then I did the metallics, like I have gold, silver, rose gold, and then this coppery color, and then the non-bowed as well. And then these were pages where they were like rainbow or super mixed, where I couldn't, like they were a lot of blue and a lot of purple, or like this two-tone. This has a lot of colors in there, the rainbows. I just kind of put them in as a little extra section, and the same with the Mermaid Dreams. And then I have these rainbow ones as well. I had a lot more in my past swatch book that I put in this section. However, I found I didn't really go this far in my swatch book, so I really hope that I still utilize this page when I'm pulling in for spreads. And then my last page is just my Galaxy collections, and I have two. And then I have my back page, which I really love. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys like the kind of DIY style videos. If you do, let me know. I might kind of do some more, kind of think of some other things. I have a couple ideas in mind that I could show you. So I kind of thought it would be fun to also show you my where I store my washi, just because that kind of is all related in this video as well. So I'll show you guys that now. Okay, so I thought it would also be fun to show you guys where I store my washi. So I have 3 of these acrylic drawers that I got on Amazon. I have 2 different styles. This one is a lot larger, and this one is the smaller ones, and they are all have these 3 different sections. These 3 different plastic sections, and they fit washi perfectly. I hope you guys can see that well. Anyways, that is how I store my washi, and I store them also in Roy G. Biv for the bows. And then I store the shooting stars, the confetti, like smaller odds and ends like hearts and moons and stars and that kind of thing, my stardust, and then all the non-bowed stuff kind of goes in Roy G. Biv as well. And then, yeah, I have like 3 or 2 non-simply gilded ones. And then these are some washi swatches that my friend gave me. I just kind of keep them in here as well so that I can pull them in. But yeah, I'll link these drawers down below for you. They are awesome. Oh, yeah, my vines are back there as well. They are awesome. And that's how I store all my washi. And I just kind of have them at the corner of my desk here. And I love it. So I'm gonna put my swatch book on the top. And we are done. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this, leave that in the comments down below. And have a nice day. Bye, guys.